Hello everybody. We'll just give it a couple of minutes here and then we will get started. Okay, friends, it is 9:31, so we will go ahead and get started here. Happy Halloween, everybody. I'm really excited to be here to start your holiday off with you. Today, we're going to do a special class where we go through a Halloween flow as well as read our book today. And our book today is Little Blue Truck's Halloween. It's one of my favorite Halloween books. Lots of fun poses, lots of fun characters. So let's go ahead and get started. Can you come into your crisscross applesauce asana for me, friends? We're gonna start with jack-o'-lantern breath, okay? So bring your hands together. I want you to imagine that you're holding a really tiny little pumpkin in your hands, okay? So we're gonna smell the pumpkin, blow out the jack-o'-lantern. Smell the pumpkin, blow out the jack-o'-lantern. Smell the pumpkin. Blow out the candle. Let's do that 2 more times. Smell the pumpkin. Blow out the candle. 1 more time. Smell the pumpkin. Blow out the candle. Great job, friends. Are you ready to start it off with our Halloween yoga flow? Okay, here we go, friends. We're gonna stand on up. So I'm gonna face this way for the first round, and then we're gonna do it 2 more times, and I'll switch to face you, okay? Actually, let's do it the other way. I'm gonna start facing you, okay? So here we go. We fly high, vampire. Dive down, bats. Hang loose, little ghosties. Hands to the floor, hop into the hearse, and off we go. Zoom, 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 zoom. Lower down into your grave, zombies. Lift your heads, werewolves, and howl at the moon. Howl! Put on your witch's hat. Pounce like a black cat. Rise out of your tombs, mummies! Frankenstein pose! Awesome, guys. Okay, we're gonna do that 2 more times. Are you ready? Here we go. We fly high, vampire. Dive down, bats. Hang loose, little ghosties. Hands to the floor, hop into the hearse, and off we go. Zoom, 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 zoom. Lower down into your grave, zombies. Lift your heads, werewolves, and howl at the moon. Howl! Howl! Put on your witch's hat. Pounce like a black cat. Rise out of your tombs, mummies. Frankenstein pose. Awesome, guys. Okay, here we go. 1 more time. It's going to be our best one yet. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. We fly high, vampires. Dive down, bats. Hang loose, ghosties. Hands to the floor, hop into the hearse, and off we go. Zoom, 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 zoom. Lower down into your graves, zombies. Lift your heads, werewolves, and howl at the moon. Howl! Howl! Put on your witch's hat. Pounce cartoons, mummies. Frankenstein pose. Awesome, friends. You guys are amazing. Okay, we're going to come into our crisscross applesauce asana, okay? And we're going to get into our book. So, if you have an adult with you, and if you're wearing a Halloween costume, why don't you type in what costume you're wearing, or one you're gonna wear, or you would like to wear, or maybe you're still in your PJs and you can type in what's on your PJs, because we're gonna do a fun activity later with that, okay? So, before we get into that though, let's read our book, Little Blue Truck's Halloween. Written by Alice Schertle, illustrated by Jill Montgomery. Little Blue Truck and his good friend Toad are going to a party just down the road. Beep, 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 says Little Blue. It's Halloween. You come too. So, my hand's kind of covering up, but do you see who we might be talking to? Yeah, there's a little black cat. And then here's our friend, Little Blue Truck, and his good friend, Toad. Can you see what Toad is dressed up as? Oh, it looks like maybe he's a magician? Oh, yeah, I think so. So here we go, friends. We're gonna do a couple yoga poses here. So first, we have our main character, our Little Blue Truck. So are you ready? Can you take your seat in Little Blue Truck? Make sure you put on your seatbelt, turn on the car, and here we go. Vroom, vroom, vroom. And what does Little Blue Truck always say? Beep, beep, beep. Good job, friends. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Beep, beep, beep. One more time. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, friends, go ahead. Turn off the car. Take off your seatbelt. And let's hop into our Toad pose. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Good job, friends. And what was Toad? He was a magician. So let's go ahead. You can face the short edge of your mat. And we're going to start with our feet hip distance apart. So we bring our hands together. Bring those hands in between your feet, just to the outside. And then tuck your chin, slowly roll on up. So we have our feet hip distance apart. Now let's step 1 foot back. So all 10 toes are facing the same direction. Awesome, friends. And then let's put on our magician's hat. Whoop. And we say, abracadabra. Out comes the bunny out of the hat. Good job, friends. Step forward. Let's do the other side. Other foot steps back. Put on that magician's hat. And we say, abracadabra. Out comes the bunny out of my purple hat. Good job, friends. And then what was the last character we were gonna do? Oh yeah, the Halloween cat. So we come down to the floor. So we're gonna set up with our shoulders over our wrists and our hips over our knees. And I want you to spread those fingers apart. Okay, and let's take a deep breath in. And then we're gonna breathe out. Look back at your belly button. Think of lifting, arching through your back like a Halloween cat. Great job, friends. Looking back at your belly button. Let's take 2 breaths here. And then come back to your crisscross applesauce asana, friends. Who's that in a tutu, striking a pose up on the tiniest tips of her toes? Under the mask, who do you see? Who do you think it is? Quack, says the duck. It's me, it's me. Oh, it's our friend the duck. Okay, so she was dressed up first as she looks like she's a ballerina. So are you ready? We're gonna start with our ballerina pose. So this one is a tricky one, but I know you guys can do it. So we're gonna start by balancing on one foot, okay? So get up onto the tips of your toes on the other foot. So we'll start there. Find our balance. Maybe if you're doing yoga with a parent or a friend, you can maybe use them for a little extra support. And then we're going to bend the knee, take hold of that foot, find your balance here. Great, friends, you're doing so good. And then we're going to reach forward with our hand, opposite hand in our head as we kick our foot back and we reach, reach, reach. Awesome, beautiful dancer pose. And then we slowly come back. We can release that foot. Guess what? We got to do it on the other side. So, up onto the tips of your other toes now. Find your balance here. Grip nice and strong like I know you guys are. And then take a hold of that foot. What? Even I have to make sure I'm on balance here. And then we start to kick that foot back. Reach the fingers forward as we lean forward into it. Awesome, friends, so good. And then we'll slowly release. Great job with that dancer pose, friends. That's a tough one, but you guys did awesome. Now, guess what? Wait, who's our friend under the mask? Oh yeah, it was Duck. So, we're gonna take our feet out as wide as our shoulders, and then we're gonna sit on down, maybe like a duck sitting on some eggs. And then ducks have that flat beak, and they go quack, 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 quack. Good, friends. And go ahead, come back to your crisscross applesauce asana. Who's this clown with a big red nose and a cap that jingles wherever he goes? Under the mask, who do you see? Who do you see, friends? What do you think? Bah, says the sheep. It's me, it's me. A clown. Awesome. So clowns, he was juggling some balls, right? So let's bring our feet hip distance apart. So remember, we can bring our feet together. Tuck our chins, bring our hands in between our feet. So they're right to the outside edge of the hands. And then we tuck our chin to roll on up. And we've got a clown hat and our clown juggling balls. And we toss them up, 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 up. Oh my goodness. What awesome tricks we have, clowns. Good job. Should we do one more? Here we go. Wow, you guys are the best jugglers I've ever seen. And then we're gonna come down because it was our friend the sheep. So we'll start with our shoulders over our wrists and our hips over our knees, but then we come down a little more onto our forearms. So now our shoulders are stacked on top of our elbows, our hips are still on top of our knees, and sheep, can you look down and gobble up some grass for me? Ba, 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 ba. One more time, gobble up some grass. Ba, ba, ba. Good job, little sheep. Back to our crisscross applesauce asana. Who's this queen with a golden crown and sparkling jewels and a velvet gown? Under the mask, who do you see? Who is it? It's Moo, says the cow. It's me, it's me. Look at that, all those pretty jewels she's wearing. And her friends are so excited to see her. All right, kings and queens. We're gonna do queen pose, or if you'd like to do king pose, you can do king pose too. So for our king pose, or our queen pose, we're gonna bring our feet together, and then you're gonna take a seat on your throne and put on your crown. Good job, friends. Looking so royal on your throne. Awesome, and then cow pose, we come down to the floor again, okay? And we set it up like we set up sheep and cat, with our shoulders on top of our wrists and our hips on top of our knees. This time we're gonna take a deep breath in, lift your gaze, so look up to the sky and lift your tailbone up. Awesome, friends. You almost have a C shape in the middle of your low back, looking up to the sky. And what do cows say? Moo. 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 Good. And why don't we, since we're here, why don't we combine our cat and our cow pose? So we look up to the sky, moo, like a cow, and then look back at your belly button like our black cat, meow, meow, meow. Let's do that 2 more times. Look up at the sky, lift your tailbone, moo, moo. Look back at your belly button, meow, meow, meow. We are gonna take a deep breath and look up to the sky, friends. Moo, moo. Deep breath out, look back at your belly button. Meow, meow, meow. And then we come back into our crisscross applesauce-asana. Fantastic job, my friends. What scraggly hair? What funny teeth? Who is hiding underneath? Under the mask, who do you see? Oink, says the pig. It's me, it's me. Whoa, that's a good witch costume, huh? Okay, witches, so we're gonna come on down. Starting position, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. We're gonna tuck our toes under. And from here, I want you to lift your tailbone and then put on your witch's hat. Lift the top to the sky. Great job, friends. Maybe you bend your knees here. That's a great option if that feels better in your body. But keep that witch's hat on. Great work, friends. Spread those fingers apart. And then we'll slowly come back. And who is it hiding underneath that scraggly hair and witch's hat? It was our friend the pig. So this time we're gonna come onto our backs. Okay, so from here, we want our hips and our rib cage and our shoulders to be rooted to the ground, so in touching the ground, okay? And then we're going to lift one foot up and then the other one. And let's go ahead, you can grab onto the outside of your foot by your pinky toe on both sides. Great job, friends. So your feet are gonna be a little wider than your shoulders. And maybe it feels good to pull the knees a little closer. If your hips come off the floor, that's totally okay. All right, so we got a little rounding in the spine, and then pigs, do you know what they like to do? They love to roll around in mud. So can we roll around in mud? And what do piggies say? Oink, 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 oink. Good job, guys. This one feels really good. You know what else we can try? So we can take our peace fingers and we can grab a hold of our big toe on both sides. So maybe it feels good or better to hold it here. Maybe not. Maybe you want to bring your hands to the inside of your foot. So you're grabbing the arch of your foot. So a couple of different ways we can hold our piggy pose here. You do which one feels best in your body. For me, I think I'm going to keep my hands on the outside of my feet. And little piggies, bring your feet back to center. Release your hands. One foot comes down, then the other one, and then we come into our crisscross applesauce-asana. Good job, guys. I'm losing my panda ears here. There's a fancy feather on the pirate's hat. Who's dressed up in a hat like that? Under the mask, who do you see? Cluck, says the hen. It's me, it's me. Oh, it's the hen and her little chick. Okay, pirates, are you ready to put on your pirate pose? So, facing the short edge of your mat, bring those hands together because we got to bring our feet hip distance apart. So, bend the knees, hands in between the feet, then we tuck the chin to roll on up. This time, let's step one foot back. So, with your back foot, my friends, I want those toes to face the long edge of your mat. And then your front toes are facing the short edge of your mat or the wall in front of you, okay? Your back leg is gonna be straight and strong, and your back knee is bent. Awesome, friends. And then go ahead and reach those arms out and look over your front fingertips. Awesome, friends. And then, what does the pirate say? Arr, as they charge the boat, right? Arr, charge ye mateys. Arr. Good job, pirates. And then let's step that foot forward. And we have to do it on the other side, right? So step one foot back. You're gonna turn those back toes to face the long edge of your mat. Front toes face forward, face the short edge or the wall in front of you. And then we reach those arms out, look over those front fingertips, and I say, arr, matey, arr. Excellent, friends. One more time. Arr. Good. And then little hens, we're going to come on down. So feet are going to be shoulder width apart again. Toes are slightly pointed out. And then we come down. Clap your wings in. And I got a question for you. What does a rooster say in the morning? Have you ever heard a rooster go? Cock-a-doodle-doo! Cock-a-doodle-doo! So that's what a rooster says, but a hen goes cluck, 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 cluck. Ooh, look, I see some corn on the floor. Maybe we pick up some corn. Cluck, 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 cluck. And then a baby chicken says, cheep, 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 cheep. Good job, friends. Go ahead, come on into your crisscross applesauce asana. You're doing awesome. We've almost met all of our friends, but not quite. We have a couple more. A dragon's head and dragon wings. Who's that wearing those dragon things? Under the mask, who do you see? Nay, says the horse. It's me, it's me. Wow, that's a really good dragon costume, huh? Horse. Okay, so dragons, are you ready? We're gonna come down to the floor, and I would love for you to bring one knee forward, okay? So this time our knee is stacked on top of our ankle, and your back hip is stacked on top of your back knee. And let's go ahead, untuck your toes so you're pressing the top of your foot into the floor. Great job, friends. And then we have to reach our long dragon's heads up. Good job, friends. Can you reach as tall as you can through those fingertips? So good, everybody. And then go ahead, let the hands come down. We'll switch sides, okay? So front knee over front ankle, back hip over back knee, untuck the toes, press the top of the foot into the floor, and then we reach your dragon head up high. Good job, friends. Can we take a deep breath in here? Go ahead, release those hands. Next up is our horse pose. This one, we're gonna come up to our feet. And our feet are gonna be even wider than they were for our chicken and our duck pose. So they're pretty far outside of your shoulders. Toes are pointed out again at 45 degrees. Okay, we're gonna reach our arms up high. And then deep breath in, deep breath out. Bend the knees, bend the elbows into horse pose. Great job, everybody. Awesome, and what does a horse say? Neigh, neigh, neigh. And stand on up. Good job, everybody. Croak, says Toad. There's just one more. Has anyone seen this ghost before? Have you seen that ghost before? I wonder who it could be. Off comes the sheet. It's you know who. Little blue truck says beep, beep, boo. Well, that looks like a fun party, huh? The end. All right, before we go, we have our ghost pose and our little blue truck pose to do again. So here we go. Are you ready, ghosties? So feet hip distance apart. We bring the hands together. Tuck the chin, bend the knees, bring those hands in between the feet. And then we can go ahead and we can stay down. Just release your hands. Hang nice and heavy, like that sheet over little blue truck. And maybe you gently sway from side to side. Just hanging loose and heavy here, little ghosties. And what does a ghostie say? Ooh, ooh, or maybe boo. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then we'll tuck the chin, roll on up. Great job, everybody. One more time, we have to do our little blue truck pose. So step on into your truck, buckle your seatbelt, turn on the ignition, and here we go. Zoom, 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 beep, beep. What did he say? Boo! Keep going. Zoom, 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 arch, beep, beep, boo! Zoom, 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 arch, beep, beep, boo! Good job, guys. Go ahead, turn off the ignition, take off your seatbelt, and let's come back into our crisscross applesauce sauna. So, one last fun activity before we go, friends. I thought we could go through and do a couple of other costume poses that we might not have had a chance to do today. So if you have a costume that you would love to share with us, go ahead, type it in the little comments section below. If not, that's okay too. You can just follow along, okay? So I know that one of my nephews, he is Scooby-Dooby-Doo. And you know who Scooby-Doo is? He's a very silly dog who solves mysteries. So let's come into our down dog pose. So shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, tuck the toes, lift those hips, press up into your down dog pose. And maybe we reach one leg up and wag your tail. Set that foot down, reach the other one, wag the other one, set that foot down, and then let's go ahead and come back to our knees and back to our crisscross applesauce asana. What about, what about an astronaut? Are you ready? So, put on your helmet, step into your rocket ship. Are you ready? Here we go. We're about to take off, astronauts. Here we go. We go down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Good job, guys. Let's do that one more time. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Good job, guys. Let's see. What are some other ones we could do? You know, it's one of my favorite costumes that I see around. Olaf. Should we make an Olaf snowman costume? Okay, friends, so here we go. We're gonna come on down. Let's hug our knees into our chest. So we gotta roll up our Olaf, right? Here we go. So we gotta roll up his body. Keep on rolling, friends. Okay, I think we made his body big enough with all that snow. Can we set him down? Good job. Okay, now we gotta roll up his head. 1, 2, and one more. 3, and set it on top of his body. Good job. Okay, so we have our Olaf body. Now we gotta add in an arm, and the other arm, and his carrot nose, and his 2 eyes. There we go, we've got our Olaf. Let's do 2 more. What else do we think we could do? What about, I'm trying to think. What other costumes have I seen? Ooh, we could do a fireman or a firewoman. What do you think? So let's face the short edge of your mat. Bring your 2 hands together. They come down in between your feet. Roll on up. Step 1 foot back. This time let's turn our toes out. just a little bit. Not all the way to the long edge of our mat, but not facing right, straight forward, okay? So our back leg is straight and strong. Our front knee is bent and our front toes are pointed straight forward. And I want you to take your hips and turn them forward like you've got your headlights on your fire truck pointed straight forward, okay? And then our firemen and firewomen, they're putting out fire. Grab that hose and good job, guys. Step that foot forward. Let's do it on the other side. So step your other foot back. Turn those toes out just a little bit. Okay, and then so that back leg is straight and strong. Our front knee is bent. We turn our fire truck headlights to face forward. And then, we've got our fire hose to take out that fire. Good job, friends. And last one, what do you think we should do for our last one? What about Wonder Woman? Let's do Wonder Woman. Or you could be Wonder Woman, or you could be Superman, okay? So, are you ready? So, Wonder Woman, grab your shield. Here we go. We rise up, ready to protect. Great job, friends. And then let's do the other side. Here we go. Rise up, ready to protect. Good job. And then we'll come down to the floor for our last one, Supergirl or Superman. Here we go. So you bring one hand on your hip, and then you reach the other one forward, and we lift up your head. Have no fear, Supergirl is here. Lower back down. Let's switch sides. Reach your other arm out in front of you. Deep breath in, look up. Have no fear, Supergirl is here. And lower back down. Awesome, friends. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. And now before we go, we're gonna do one more breathing exercise, okay? So let's come back to your crisscross applesauce asana. Sit up as tall as you can. Imagine you have that string attached to the top of your head and somebody's pulling you up on it, okay? So we're gonna do monster breath, okay? So we take a deep breath in, reach your arms up, and then on your breath out, you go, ah. Okay? Here we go, deep breath in. Ah. Good job, deep breath in. Ah. Great, friends, one more time. Ah. Good job. Can we bring our hands to our heart? I invite you to close your eyes for a moment. And I want you to take a second to appreciate your body for all of the movement that it just did for you today, and it does for you every day, because it's pretty amazing, that's for sure, and you are too. So let's take a deep breath in together, deep breath out. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today, friends, for Yoga Story Halloween. I had so much fun with you. I hope you did too. Whatever your Halloween adventures look like today, I hope you have so much fun. And just a quick reminder, if you haven't already, the virtual treasure hunt starts today, and you can still sign up. So if you want to, go ahead, do that. And that would be a great activity to get outside, move your body, and get some fresh air, have some fun. But wherever your adventures take you today, have a great rest of your day, friends. I will see you next week. Happy Halloween!